What up everyone, it is Toshi and today I'm going to be showing you how to make pasta and meatballs. This isn't some sort of like special chef recipe, this is just something that I've learned to cook on my own over the last couple months and something I thought was worth making a video on. Now step one is obviously your ingredients, so what I've got is I've got my pasta, my meatballs, I've got a few chopped tomatoes, I've got Parmesan, tomato passata, oregano, olive oil, garlic powder, salt and pepper. But realistically you can use whatever seasonings you want. All you need is the pasta and the meatballs, and then the seasoning and all that is basically up to you. This is just what I like to use. So the first thing you want to do, the very first step, is to get your pasta on a boil. And then once it's finished boiling, you will be ready to carry on with the rest of the cooking. But always remember, salt your pasta when it's boiling, not afterwards. Once your pasta has finished boiling, you're going to want to drain out the water into a suitable container. Don't throw it down the sink because you're going to need the water for when you're cooking with your meatballs. So you just drain it off into a container. Now that you drained your pasta, you can get started on your meatballs. So you want to get a pan, you want to heat it up. You get your olive oil, obviously drizzle that around the pan. And then don't forget to do this. Pick up your pan, tilt the oil around, coat the pan, don't just leave it in one spot, like so. And now you cook your meatballs. As they start cooking, you should be able to hear a sort of sizzling, popping, crackling sound coming from the oil. That's how you know that it's starting to heat up and they're starting to cook. So if you hear that sound, don't get scared, that's what's supposed to happen. Now that your meatballs have started to cook and get a bit of colour on them, you want to add in your pasta. Once you've added your pasta, you want to add in some of that pasta water from earlier. You add your sauce. And then you want to coat that all together. Now that your pasta and meatballs is all cut together and all cooked, this is the time you can add your seasonings. So you can add whatever you want, but as for me, I like to add pepper, black pepper, salt, and you want to make sure you're mixing it up as you go. And then I add my garlic powder, and my chopped tomatoes, and then mix it all up. And then lastly, you want to add your oregano or whatever herbs you like to top it with, and just garnish it slightly. And then boom, you have your pasta and meatballs. Now that you've finally got your finished product, the last two things you want to do is you want to drizzle a little extra bit of olive oil just across your pasta, simply because you don't have to, but it stops your pasta drying out as quick, so you don't have really dry pasta. It just gives a little bit more moisture to it, if that makes sense. And I know I'm a bit of a messy cook. Final step you want to make is your Parmesan up, and that's pretty much it. That is your pasta and meatballs. Here you are, here is our finished product. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. This is Toshi, signing out.